I'm in Salad and I saw Halloween, the first one. It's directed by John Carpenter. Who are you?
I'm Tony from Hack the Movies. You know that. You know me.
Yeah, I know you.
I made you very famous.
Yeah. I like the set here.
Yeah, this isn't a set. I mean, this is my house. Why didn't you tell me you were doing this? Why did you just show up, like...
I mean, because I want to review Halloween 1.
I love Halloween 1.
You want to review with me, very famous YouTuber Tony from Hack the Movies?
I will, but going forward, give me like a call and let me know ahead of time. But yeah, I will talk about Halloween. In fact, what? The light just went off. Could Michael Myers be about?
Ah, I think so. But first, I think we have enough time to talk about this movie.
Oh, okay. I actually have the 25th anniversary DVD here and the brand new, as of last year, Shout Factory 4K Collector's Edition.
What?
With new color correction, the original color correction, and the TV version of the film.
What's the difference? The TV?
The TV version, they cut out a lot of the violence.
Oh.
And whatnot, and they added in new scenes while they were filming Halloween 2 to make the movie, I guess, a little bit longer since they were cutting out a bunch of the stuff.
That doesn't sound... I like violence. Especially when this movie starts, and of course, spoilers, if you haven't seen Halloween, I don't know why you haven't, you should. It's requirement. It's a requirement of your life.
You didn't see it till the other day, and you fell asleep toward the end of it.
And then I skimmed some more, so I made sure to catch up on...
I'm just saying, you're saying it with so much authority.
Exactly.
But
I have the rightful duty to, if I miss a movie, watch it again, so I get to experience twice.
You're saying it with so much authority, but you should lead by example. You should have seen this movie years ago.
Yes.
Anyway, so it opens up with a kid.
It does.
Killing his sister, and who's that kid?
He's not my friend.
No, I mean... You're supposed to say, it's Michael Myers.
Oh, no, not Michael Myers. Oh, no. He's here. He's unfortunately
What was
here.
that sound? Is Michael Myers on a computer, perhaps?
I think so. I think he's looking up Halloween. And he's gonna take a pumpkin.
So what else happens in the movie after he kills his sister on Halloween for no reason?
It's unfortunate. There's a part that, like, kind of confused me where some... person escaped from an asylum and then stole a car, and I thought that was Michael Myers. But is there like another Michael Myers 2.0?
No, that's Michael Myers.
That's Michael Myers.
Who else would that be?
Yeah, so I thought correctly it was Michael Myers. That's good.
How else do you interpret that scene?
Well, I was like, okay.
Were you confused that he wasn't in the Michael Myers outfit?
Yeah.
He hadn't gotten it yet. They don't let you walk around. Well, in the Rob Zombie remake, they do, apparently. They don't let you walk around with monster masks in insane asylums.
Why not? It's supposed to, like, reflect your identity. Your identity is your face.
He has no identity. They purposely say he's been catatonic and doesn't do anything for 15 years.
That sounds like a wasted life. Of course I would be murdering my sister if I was forced in an insane asylum and was be like,
no,
you can't do anything.
He did that before. They put him in the insane asylum after he murdered his sister.
Oh. And then he left.
Then he left.
And then he wanted to murder more people.
He did, and his doctor's trying to stop him. Dr. Loomis, who's like, hey, this kid's an asshole.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to make sure he's got to take him to the state and be like, hey, we have to lock him away forever and never let him out. But Michael gets out. For some reason, the mental patients get out, and he's the one that escapes.
Yeah, and he escapes, and then he likes to play a practical joke of looking at his good old pals that he wants to kill, just staring at them.
Yeah.
On different days, mind you, with different weathers within the same scene.
He really is. He really is into staring. He loves to stare at people.
Yeah.
So he goes home.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then while he's at home, Laurie, Jamie Lee Curtis, whose mom was in another slasher film, the original Psycho.
Oh my god!
Yes. You're learning so much today. Yes, he sees Laurie when she's dropping a key off at the house, and he's like, well, that's my new obsession. I'm going to follow her around all day long.
Amazing.
Do you ever do that? Do people come to your house and you're like, I don't know who that is, but I'm gonna follow them?
Sometimes I'm like, well, if I want them to remember who I am, I'm like, okay, buddy, you've come to my house. Now I'm gonna watch you leave. And I'm gonna watch your car leave, go down the driveway. And I'm gonna make sure to get an identical big old brain, photograph in my memory of what your car looks like. So every time that I see your car, I'm like, oh, it's that person. Hey, I remember them that one time they were at my house, and doesn't matter that I was mean to you and, like, yelled at you through many things that you know. I want to be your friend. I think we're friends in that instance.
So Michael's trying to be Laurie's friend?
Yes!
Oh, okay.
Exactly! How else would you interpret it? He's trying to be friends.
I think he's just trying to relive whatever set him off, the excitement he got out of murdering his sister.
Oh, it's like a MO.
He's like, oh, this is another young girl who's babysitting, because his older sister was babysitting him. He's like, I need to kill babysitters, and it was almost called the Babysitter Murders, originally.
Why was he almost called that? Why didn't he get that title?
No, I mean, the movie was going to be called the Babysitter Murders. And
well,
then
should have.
They changed it to Halloween. I don't know. I wasn't there for that. I'm sorry. So...
SMH, my head.
So Michael is following Laurie, the kid that she's babysitting. His doctor finds out that he killed a mechanic. That's where he got his overalls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
The mechanic was director John Carpenter. That was a cameo from him.
Oh, that's cool. That's fun fact.
That is a very fun fact.
I'm glad I broke to your house.
And then Annie, Laurie's friend Annie.
Yeah.
Who was played by Crystal in our upcoming parody. She's all like, hey, it's my dad over there. And the dad's like, can you believe it? Someone robbed this store and they took a Halloween mask and a knife and some rope.
That seems very specific.
Yeah.
What could he be using these items for?
Murder!
And I was also thinking murder, because what else would he use it for? Like, oh no, he's just gonna tie up his friend. Oh, let's have a practical fun joke and also take the knife because I need to cut a cake because actually, friend, it's your birthday and I'm also putting this Halloween mask on top of your cake. But no, it's clearly murder. Or at least that's what I think the people who are like, oh, they robbed?
I mean, those are the only two possibilities.
Exactly.
It's either murder or whatever the hell you just said.
It's a birthday cake.
So Michael...
Yes.
He hears that they're gonna be like across the street from each other. He follows them in his car. He knows how to drive. No one knows how he knows how to drive, but he knows how to drive.
It's magical.
And then he spends the rest of the movie. He kills them one by one.
It's all spooky manner. It's like, oh, spookiness. What's going to happen whenever he goes around the corner? He's like, oh, there's a bunch of sounds. Is that Michael Myers? Yeah. Oh, is it?
And he's very, very sneaky.
Very.
A lot of times you see him in the background. The characters don't know he's there. He almost blows his cover. A dog barks at him.
And then he kills the dog. And it's like the worst scene ever because I can understand any human murders, okay? But dog murders? Why you gotta murder the dog?
I don't understand human murder, to be honest.
I mean, I don't either, but particularly dog murder.
Dogs kind of suck.
No, anyway, they don't!
That, by the way, that's this. What is that cough?
That was Michael Myers!
Michael Myers!
He's here!
Where are you? You're turning off lights, you're playing on the computer, you're coughing, but I can't see you.
Maybe he's somewhere.
You know what?
Behind us?
I haven't seen my cat. Usually she alerts me. He probably killed my cat.
Maybe it was the dog that got murdered.
I don't have a dog, so that doesn't
make
sense.
I like dogs!
By the way, that was the second dog, because that night they go there and they're like, they go to his house, the doctor and the sheriff, and they're like, what's that? And he's like, oh, he ate a dog.
Like, what do you mean eat?
A raw dog. You
didn't cook it? You didn't make a hot dog?
No. Fucking goddamn it. Who is giggling behind the camera? Michael, calm down. Wherever you may be.
Michael, please don't murder dogs. Don't please, if you're gonna eat dog, you at least cook it, put it in between two buns, put a bunch of mayonnaise and mustard and ketchup on top of it, eat it like a hoagie, but sideways.
So Michael, he kills her friends, and he makes them into decorations. And he waits for Laurie, Jamie Lee Curtis, to come over, and she's like, oh my god! all my friends are dead, and their decorations.
Honestly, best use of your dead friends is to decorate the house with them.
So Michael chases Laurie. She stabs him in the neck.
No, that's bad.
But he gets back up. And
How?
Then she pokes him in the eye. Not a fan. Not a fan of the eye poke.
How does he die?
And then she stabs him in the chest.
There's so many stabberoonies.
I know, but then Dr. Loomis comes, and he's like, "That's my patient. I've been his doctor for 15 years. I met him as a boy. I'm gonna just shoot. I'm gonna unload this goddamn revolver."
He is responsible. I understand why he's like this, because it's like you have a duty to protect the public from an insane person like Michael Myers, and the fact you gotta like treat him like a rabies dog. Rabid dog. With foam coming out of their mouth. And they're just attacking people, infecting everyone with rabies. You gotta shoot them dead. Because, let me tell you a fun fact about rabies. Anyone who contracts rabies, luckily there's only a 2 to 3 month window from when symptoms start. You die. Once you have rabies, you die. So you gotta basically shoot them. This is very much similar to Michael Myers.
So Michael falls off the balcony, and then he disappears. And
no!
We hear him breathing, and it ends with him at his house, and it's like, oh, well, what will happen next in the story? Depending on what sequel you watch, there's different timelines.
Oh boy, I'm so excited to cover both timelines eventually.
I will say, in the newest timeline from 2018 in Halloween Kills. In Halloween Kills, they do a little bit of a flashback where they show him getting arrested that night.
Oh, hey, that's pretty rad. I like him having a criminal record.
Yes. I love Halloween. It's one of my favorite films. I saw it as a young boy. It had a really, really profound effect on me. I've talked about it many times on my show.
Yes. I liked Halloween seeing
What is
it for
that
the first
driving
time.
sound?
That's Michael Myers.
Michael Myers, he knew the review was ending and he drove away.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't think it was the proper time to kill us. I liked Halloween, seeing it for the first time. I thought it was real spooky. I liked the pacing. I was like, oh my goodness. What is Michael Myers gonna do?
You're on the edge of... Michael Myers. You're on the edge of your seat the whole time you're watching it, and your eyes are wide open when you watch this movie. You definitely don't fall asleep to this movie.
Oh yeah, no. I don't fall asleep. No way, Jose.
Especially when, like, it's your friend's birthday, and they talk about how much they love this movie, and they hype it up. You definitely don't fall asleep when that happens, right?
Yeah, learn.
Yes. John Carpenter did the music for this, too.
Oh, hey, that's pretty rad. I also remember a lot of him doing composing and stuff. A lot, when I was in band, a lot of talking about John Carpenter as a composer.
He does music. He wrote the movie with Deborah Hill, the producer, the late Deborah Hill.
That's fun.
It was a low-budget movie.
Very low budget.
Yes, and it was like one of the most successful low-budget movies of all time. I think eventually the Ninja Turtles beat them out. What is the... wait, hold on.
It's not Michael Myers, it's instead...
It's not Michael Myers, it's Space Cat.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Space Cat, what do you think of Halloween? Okay. Anyway.
Thank you for your opinion, Space Cat. That was very valuable.
So yeah, that was Halloween.
That was Halloween. I liked the cinematography. I liked the colors.
Who did the cinematography? Dean Cundy.
Dean Cundy.
What other movie did he do cinematography?
Jurassic Park.
And many others.
Many others.
Jack and Jill, starring Adam Sandler.
Oh yeah.
Not one of his highlights.
Hopefully I'll do that sometime.
Wow, man, this was really great. Talking about Halloween with you.
What score would you give Halloween? I know I would give it a solid 7.4 out of 10.
Solid 0.4.
Yes. I'm glad you were the...
You know what?
You pointed that out.
I failed math. I didn't get my college degree because I failed math over and over again, so I'm not one to criticize you.
All right.
Whatever the highest rating is on this show, that is the rating I give Halloween.
10.0.
10.0. God damn it. 10.0 is what I give Halloween.
Oh, yeah. If you like that content, I have more content on patreon.com/ASCpresents, but he also has content on patreon.com/hackthemovies. But more importantly, I have $3 a month daily vlogs, $5 a month salad dressings, where I try on costumes, review them, and other clothing items that I get. $20 a month. You get to request one movie review per 1 month. So go check out patreon.com/ASCpresents. If you want to check out some super spicy content, 18 plus,
Whoa.
go to this link tree. It's right here. Very famous YouTuber. I hear he also has an OnlyFans, but so do I.
It's recently reactivated. I'm doing a soft launch of it.
But here, go here. Fansly and OnlyFans at this link tree. Until next time, I'm in Salad Saw. I'll see you later, my salad croutons and bacon bits. And remember, I'm going to break into your house.
No mention of the YouTube channel?
He's very famous. Did you know that? The youtube.com/hackthemovies. Patreon.com/hackthemovies.
You got that one. It's just the free one you slept on. You did the paid one.
Yeah, I give him money.
Anyway, Halloween. That was a good one. That's one of the best reviews I've ever done. We'll go down the list here. When did you see Halloween 2?
Actually, only a couple of years ago. I never really got around to it, which is kind of funny because the first one is honestly like one of my favorite films ever. It's probably like in my top 10. And I was just like, I'll get around to it. And then like decades went by, I never watched it. So a couple of years ago, I watched it with my wife, and yeah.
There you go. When did you first see it?
Oh, I don't know. I must have been a youngin'. Because my mother probably had this on television, like when it used to. I remember specifically that there's a Halloween 2 like promo TV ad when it debuted on television.
Yeah.
I don't think I was born yet, or maybe I had just been born. But I don't really know. The farthest back I can remember watching it was probably high school-ish. I remember I watched a lot of the sequels before I saw the second one.
Okay, yeah. So
like Curse of Michael Myers, I've seen that before this.
That's a good point, because I think I actually saw H20 before too, which is weird to even say.
I was going to say, I really, really loved Halloween as a young kid.
Yeah.
One of the many movies my mom introduced me to. Apparently that's weirding people out.
My mother was the vessel for all the horror stuff for me as well. So it's not. I don't think it's strange.
I really loved Halloween 1. I had seen Halloween 6, but that's because it was the new one. So it played on cable or something.
Yeah.
Didn't know what was going on. I'm like, oh, you know, it probably makes more sense if I watch the others. Spoiler, it doesn't. Anyway. And then I remember me and my grandfather going to a rental store, and I saw Halloween 2. I'm like, I've never seen Halloween 2, and I want to watch all these sequels now. And I remember watching it and being like, holy shit, it picks up right where the other one left off. Now it's like one really long movie.
Yeah, there's this great cut floating around that's like the unabridged Halloween.
Oh, kind of like The Godfather.
It just keeps going.
And it's seamless. You know, Michael's eye grows back,
Totally
his mask. Do they explain how his mask gets yellow?
No, it must have been that grass, you know?
Oh,
he rolled over when he got up.
Do you know what the real reason is?
Wasn't it like under a bed?
Deborah Hill had it in her house, and she was like a smoker, so it got like nicotine stain. That was what I read. That's what I read.
Imagine smoking in your house.
That was like a thing that, do you not remember early 90s?
No, I remember because my old man used to smoke in the house, but like, I couldn't imagine even like when I was a smoker smoking in the house, because then the whole fucking house stinks.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't even notice it after a while.
Yeah, you don't even notice it after a while.
Blind, yeah.
God, I had an aunt, her house, it just reeked. But anyway, so Halloween 2, what are your thoughts on this film? I remember really loving this film. I was like, oh man, this is the best sequel, picks up where it left off. You got everyone's back, they're all back. Michael Myers, he's a robot now.
The beginning of the problems I have with this series, by the way.
You got a problem with my good friend Dick Warlock?
Dick Warlock's great in the movie. He's not the problem with 2 for me.
Just to clarify, we're not talking about like a D&D character who's like a penis mancer. Dick Warlock.
I've seen there was like a meme a while back. They're like penis wizard Dick Warlock.
Oh my god.
Yes. So basically, Michael, he got shot
By the way,
6 times.
By the way,
I shot him 6 times. He says it so many times in the beginning.
we kind of screwed up because in the first Halloween,
Yeah.
he does shoot him 6 times. I was misremembering the beginning of this movie where he shoots him 7 times.
Correct.
Okay.
But our parody made fun of the other sequel, so why not?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes, it is pretty funny. You hear the 7 shots, and now they show like the outside of Michael falling.
Yeah.
Because I guess they wanted like a cooler shot. Remember, this is now like being funded by the Universal, so there's money in this.
Yeah, they
one.
went, oh, Halloween? It
Yeah.
made $1 bajillion?
Yeah. Made a lot of money. This one's really real. It looks nicer. It's shot mostly on stages. It looks cleaner.
Still cinematography by Dean Cundy, though.
Still
And
by
it looks
Dean
great.
Cundy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why out of all the sequels, this will always feel the most organic, even if I'm not as crazy about it as
Yeah, I mean,
others.
I'll be honest. I didn't even know till you just said that it
Yeah.
was shot on stages. Like, so bravo to their effects
But
department.
I like Michael falling out of the thing. Like now there's like supposedly a ramp that he's just walking behind and falling off. It's like, what was that ramp?
Because if you... The mechanics of that is if you fall backward, it's like that Bernie Lomax thing, dude. When the stunt guy, when they threw him over the front of the fence,
Yeah.
or the where they dump him over the edge, you need to jump over it. If you
Yeah.
fall right there, you're gonna get really
Yeah.
hurt, like really bad.
Yeah, it is pretty funny in the
So he
first.
has to like go up
in the
and
first
jump away
Halloween,
from it.
he's shot and then he turns around and then the camera cuts. Suddenly his back is facing and you can tell he climbed up onto the thing to fall off of it. He's a real drama queen, that guy. Yes, so it has a really good opening POV of Michael going around town. We see the L-Rods, which are referenced in the first
Yes,
movie.
yes.
And in 2018, which we'll get to.
In 2018, he scares Mrs. Elrod.
He's gonna take a bite of that sandwich.
He's
I
going to
think.
take a bite of that sandwich.
Yeah.
You want mustard or mayo?
By the way, how late is it?
I don't
It's
know.
a midnight snack.
I guess.
Yeah.
Halloween night, she's tired of giving out all the candy. She's making a snack for fucking Herb or whatever his name is inside.
Yeah. And then Michael, I guess, goes next door and kills some lady, some teenager.
She called the cops on him.
She did.
Right.
She did.
Right.
He's like, you fucking narc.
Well, he's also got to get his new butcher knife. That's the
Yes.
other thing.
Yeah. Yeah, he literally went there to get the knife. I don't know why he didn't kill the old people. I guess,
I guess you don't ever see it. Maybe he did.
I guess,
maybe.
remember, Michael, what his MO is supposed to be is like, he likes killing young women who are alone. He likes stalking and killing young women or teenagers.
Yeah.
He will kill other people when necessary.
If they get in his way.
Like in the first movie, he needed that jumpsuit, so he
Yes.
killed that older mechanic.
Right.
So
Sorry,
yeah,
I gotta do this.
yeah, but now Michael's mission is, I need to kill Laurie Strode, who is at the hospital. What do you think of Jamie Lee Curtis in this film, Sean?
Like you said, it feels like she doesn't want to be there. But with that said,
Yeah.
she's still great in it.
Yeah.
Especially like the last half hour when she's actually in peril. It's like, all right, this is
Yeah.
what I was waiting for the whole movie. She's good.
She's fine.
Not her best performance, but it's fine.
The script didn't really give her a lot to do.
Literally nothing. She's in a daze most of the movie.
Yeah. They try to give like this little bit of a romance with the Jimmy guy.
Yeah, Lance Guest.
And a lot of it is cut out. It's in the TV version. A lot of that
okay.
is cut out, so it just feels weird in the theatrical cut.
I mean, I don't mind it because they could have known each other from somewhere else. Like
I think
school or
I think
something.
they
they
do
do,
know
yeah.
each other previously. They're aware of each other, but then he's just like, I suddenly love her now. It's like, oh, okay, buddy. Okay, buddy.
Horror movie trope, honestly.
I always
Yeah.
wanted to ask her out, but I never got the chance. So I guess I'm going to do it when she's in the hospital after a murderer just killed all her friends.
Well,
and now she's traumatized.
He found out that the guy that liked her, Ben Tramer's dead,
Well,
so
there you
he's
go.
like,
Well,
I'm
that
gonna,
was the
I'm gonna
thing,
get in there.
Meat's
So-
back on
so
the menu, boys.
They really felt the need to bring back things you kind of remember from the first one. So it's like Loomis sees a guy dressed.
There he is. He's over there.
Ben Tramer.
But the hair's different. It's like yellow.
Ben Tramer.
Fucking Ben Tramer, who is supposed to be shit-faced, by the
Yeah.
way.
By the way, so Ben Tramer is just like, you know what? I'm going to wear my mechanic overalls
Yeah.
for Halloween, and let me go to the store. They got this cool white mask. Do they have the brown hair one? And the guy goes, no, that was stolen earlier. He's like, I'll settle for the blonde one. And he's like, what is your costume? He's like, I don't know. I'm a creepy pale mechanic. It'll be so original and fresh. Not knowing that Michael Myers also came up with the same costume.
Oh, right.
It's like when you go to the prom and there's a lady wearing the same dress.
I know. I figured too. I was thinking about it. I was like, besides Tommy Doyle and the little girl, nobody knows what Michael Myers looks like, what his getup is. It's just Loomis and Laurie.
Well, right.
Those are the only
Loomis
two
probably
looks like.
told the cops afterwards.
He's in a mask. He's in a Halloween costume.
Have you ever seen Star Trek? He looks like the guy from Star Trek.
You know that guy from Twilight Zone? He's there.
The hair's a little different. It's a little paler, but it's him.
There he is, Sheriff.
Oh, you weren't kidding.
Yeah, William Shatner. He likes to hang out over.
Ben Tramer, and then the fucking cop who said didn't see him.
By the way, so what was in the van?
C4, dynamite, I don't know.
You see, what we don't know is that there were terrorists in Haddonfield.
Oh, okay.
And they were getting ready to blow up something in Haddonfield, and that was their van?
That was the van that was going after Doc Brown.
Yes, it was the Libyans, right?
The plutonium?
Yeah.
They were like-
they obtained it, and that was what happened.
Yeah,
The cop
they were
ran into him.
They were like, let's
Fucking
park
plutonium
here.
exploded.
They were on their way to Hill Valley. They're like, let's stop in Haddonfield, Illinois,
I gotta
because
see
it's
my
also
mom.
Haddonfield, Illinois is also in California.
Yeah.
So they stopped there, and then little did they know, a cop was going to crash into their plutonium van.
Well, that scene's crazy too, because like I don't know how deep you want to get into like the characters in this, but like Loomis, I feel like
Loomis is insane.
he is
I
insane
love
in
it.
this, and
He's
like
got the adrenaline rush.
he's got some really great moments in this, but overall I think they make him a little too crazy compared to the first one. But it's like he's in the street with the fucking revolver, like trying to blow this guy away. He's not even like confirming
not a
it's
cop.
legal.
He's not a cop.
No.
First of all, I have a permit, Sheriff. And second of all,
Would you put that thing away?
he keeps yelling at Ben Tramer. He's like, "Stop! Stop! Turn around! Stop!" And then Ben Tramer just keeps walking away.
You've worn this fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to hear.
What'd you say? What?
And he's drunk. He's like,
right.
who's that guy yelling at? He's looking around and like, I'm gonna go across the street.
Was this cop in the car like sucking his own dick while he was driving?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Like, how did he?
It was like a thinner situation.
He came out of nowhere. I didn't see him, and I'm like, dude, there was plenty of time to stop.
No, my favorite thing about that is when Ben Tramer's hit the wide shot, he collapses onto the hood of the car, and then it cuts, and he's back up against the van.
And he's burning alive, and they're like, "Is that him? Is that him?" And Loomis is like, "I'm not sure."
They're
Shit,
sitting there, and they're like, "Oh man, what's going on?" And then another cop comes, like, "Hey, sheriff, your daughter died." And they're like, "Oh, I care way more about that."
wow.
And they're like, all of them leave. I think all the cops leave, except for maybe one. Yeah. But yeah, poor Ben Tramer. Laurie just wanted to ask him out on a nice date, or wanted him to ask her out on a date.
Yeah.
He's getting drunk, being like, "Me and Laurie tomorrow at the dance." Ooh.
Well, Annie had just called him too. You think he went out? He's celebratory. He's getting drunk. He's like, "I got a date with Laurie Strode."
I'm
The
shocked.
girl with the best hair in the neighborhood,
Imagine if he didn't die and showed up to her door dressed as fucking Michael Myers.
and then get shot.
No, but and she freaks out and stabs him or something.
well,
Well,
Exactly.
I know you haven't seen Kills yet, but I think it's
Right.
implied in the new continuity he was one of Laurie's husbands that she divorced. I think that's implied.
You gotta throw that wrinkle in there, right?
No, why not?
It's the George Lucas shit, man. Like this movie does it too.
I guess.
Why not?
I mean, honestly, like a bigger thing that this movie does a lot is stuff that's like convenient for the plot, like the Ben Tramer thing,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
like when that guy's walking around with the boombox and Michaels just happens to be walking around.
there was
I
was
love
like
that shot, by the way.
that was like an added
cinematography's
scene.
great, yeah.
Oh shit! I should have wrote it down.
Which one?
There was like a thing where they needed to get Michael to the hospital and they couldn't figure out how, and there was a different way he got to the hospital originally.
I love the way they chose for the theatrical
Yeah,
version.
it's a good scene. I think they added that scene afterwards where the kid bumps into him and it's like Laurie Strode. By the way, the quickest news report ever.
Dude, I love
everything.
every
Just
time-
happened an hour ago.
There was like 6 reporters out there.
Every time you hear somebody talking about the case, they're like, and then Dr. Samuel Loomis shot him 6 times.
Yeah.
Every time you hear it or see it, it's
Yeah.
like 6 times, 6 times.
But all the cops are arguing with him. Are you sure you didn't miss? Are you sure?
Well, again, according to Halloween Kills, I said it
He's not human!
in my Halloween Kills review because in the flashback scene you don't see any bullet holes. I'm like, I think Loomis missed, and Michael to fuck with him was just reacting.
Oh my god.
But yes, Michael in this, he is even more powerful than he was before.
He sure is.
And he just needs to kill Laurie Strode because this is where they introduce that she is his sister.
Can we clear this up real quick?
Yeah.
Now, you told me, because I always thought it was just from this movie.
It is just from this movie.
Oh, I thought you told me that they they shot extra inserts for the television version of Halloween, the first one.
But while they were shooting this movie.
Oh, gotcha.
The first movie, it is not his sister.
Yes, that's what I thought.
The made-for-TV version, it's like implied that somehow Michael found out he had a sister because he writes sister on his little cell after before he leaves.
Oh, okay.
But that was added because the TV version, they needed to add more time because they were cutting out like some of the kills and whatnot.
Yeah.
So while they were doing Halloween 2, like that's why there's like a scene where like Laurie and PJ Souls and all are talking, and Laurie's got her head wrapped up like she came out of a shower, but it's just because they didn't have the wig, I guess.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so that's what it is. That I said that's why a lot of people I think have false memories that she's his sister in the first one because the TV version implies it more.
Yeah, because I was saying that. Yeah, that's totally not a thing until the second movie.
It's not a thing until the second movie. But it is in this, and then like it's a little confused. Like it's real convoluted.
Dude, it feels like an insert shot.
Yeah, but the way they explain it, I can believe it better than him like walking around and like those insert shots with the sister shit.
Well,
yeah, I don't like that where like it's implied he went to the school, broke into the school to write Sam Hain. I know it's actually pronounced Samhain.
Samhain, yeah.
And then he drew like a picture and then stabbed the picture. It's like, when did he have time to do that?
I don't know. Did he draw the picture or did he just find it on the desk?
Grabbed the picture. We're like, why did he have time to do that?
It's a devil's night, Tony. He's Sam Hain. That's what it means. It means death.
it is just hilarious to me. I guess I'll just say this now because it's my feeling about the series in general. Is that after the first one, they just said, okay, have you ever seen Friday the 13th? Because now he's Jason. Yeah. He's fucking Jason in this movie. And it gets like crazier as the series goes on, like how strong he is.
This is 1981, so the first Friday the 13th had come out.
Yeah, it did. Came out the year before.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there were also other slashers that were emerging.
I mean, the Burning comes out in 1980.
Yeah.
I think Prom Night might already be out.
Yes.
Prowler out by then?
Prowler's 1980 as well? No, 82.
Oh, so right after.
That's afterwards.
Okay.
There was an emergence of slasher films.
Right, well, that's the point, yeah.
And Halloween did really well, so Universal Brothers like, pump out another slasher, baby. Get them more people to kill. Make them even harder to kill.
Sure.
Well, that was the whole thing about the they're like, oh, we got to bring him back. Well, how does he come back? It's so ambiguous at the end of that first movie. You're like, fuck, that was creepy as hell. Yeah. And now it's like, no, shit. Now we got to explain it.
Well, like the thing, it's like
they don't explain it. He's just
kind of.
Oh yeah, because it's like he's the shape, and it's like okay, there is some kind of supernatural element, even if it doesn't really pan out. Or I think that's what they're going for.
Yeah.
So just an aside. That's why I think the producer's cut of 6 was so good because they tie that kind of back to this. With the whole Samhain and the
Cult of Thorn and
they
all
try.
that.
Which was, I thought,
I'll give them points for trying.
If you were going to do it and you needed a sequel, that's a way to do it. But anyway.
But so a lot of it takes place in the hospital. The darkest hospital ever.
Dude, it's lit so good. It's fucking awesome.
The power gets shut off, to be fair.
It does.
I'm saying, like, it's very spooky.
Well, the phones get cut. I think in the TV version, they actually show the lights going off. And I think in the theatrical cut, they're just off
happens.
at one point.
Yeah.
There's some stuff the TV cut had that should have been in the movie because I was telling him, like, when Laurie is, like, catatonic toward the end and, like, freaking out, like, they cut out a scene where, like, she was... I guess one of her dreams was freaking her out, so they gave her more sedatives. And that's why she's like real spaced out at the end.
Right. Well, before you move away from that, I don't want to forget this about the sister stuff and the dream.
Yeah.
Because she has that dream, specifically...
That's sleepaway camp-ass dream.
Right, where she's like visiting Michael as a kid in the insane asylum, and it's just, you have to kind of just pick up on it as a viewer. She never really goes into it past that point.
Yeah. But I like the mom being like, I'm not your mom.
I told you. I'm not your mother.
It's like...
I already told you. You're not.
But that might have confused some people.
I didn't like that.
They might have confused some people. So in the TV version, they have what sounds like a little boy or a man pretending to be a little girl going, "Don't kill me, Michael. I'm your sister." They like make sure to add that in.
Yikes.
But yeah, Halloween 2. Here's the thing. Like,
it's got good kills.
It's got some good kills.
This movie wasn't supposed to be made.
Yeah, I do like Dick Warlock. I really like Dick Warlock.
He's the best shape, in my opinion.
He plays it a little too much like a robot.
He's death incarnate, Tony.
But it doesn't match the previous Michael.
Well,
like
that's my point.
Unless you're like, well, he was shot and fell out of he probably broke his back, and that's why he's like, oh my god,
rigor mortis.
Everything hurts. Everything hurts.
Yeah.
I will say I met the guy who played Bud. And the nurse, Pamela Susan Shoop, and I got their autograph.
Amazing Grace, come sit on my face.
Yes.
Eat some of that pie or something, he says?
It's censored in the TV version.
Oh, really?
This DVD release, this Good Times DVD release, and I think we have the Good Times tape there.
Good times.
So that's a picture of Michael from the first movie.
Right.
And then in the back, we have a picture of Michael's mask from the sixth movie.
Weird.
Like this stupid font. This is like the worst thing. It's widescreen, but it's fake widescreen. So it's like 4:3 with the bars on.
I hate that.
Which is fine if you're watching it on a 4:3 TV.
Yeah.
But when I popped this in a few years ago, I was like, oof, this looks rough. And that's why I now got the Shout Factory 4K release.
Beautiful.
Yes. I still enjoy this movie, but as I got older, I realized like I started falling out of love with a lot of the sequels. Halloween was my favorite franchise initially. Like horror franchise was my favorite. And then as I got older, I'm like, all right, well that one's pretty, but that one's good. And then I keep going back. And then I get to Halloween 2 and I'm like, that's pretty stupid.
If you watch,
Yes.
if you watch these in succession, like one right after the other, it's like, oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
And the last time I had watched this, I did that.
Yeah.
I went back to it and I watched this in succession with the films that we're talking about today, and I'm like, this is pretty good.
Well, and that's the thing. When you start to get past like, 4, 5, 6 and so on, it's like, wow, diminishing returns big time. But I like this one, I just don't like how it sets up the character for the rest of the franchise. Yeah. And then I guess people could argue that there's only one movie where he's kind of human and the rest he's a superpower kind of character.
This
he
one
should be fucking dead in this movie.
Yeah. They really like John Carpenter killed him at the end.
Yeah, he was
and Loomis.
Yeah.
This is before Mustafa Akkad did his rule about how you can't kill Michael, which caused a lot of grief for Jamie Lee Curtis years later when she was doing H20.
Yeah, well, there's 9 fucking Friday the 13th movies, and they're making bank, baby.
Yeah.
Wow. They did the smart thing. They just turned into a fucking zombie at some point.
Yeah. But
It allowed for that.
No, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so John Carpenter just killed him. He's like, I don't want to do another one of these.
Yeah.
He's dead. Loomis is dead. Michael's dead. Now it's a little confusing. I've always been confused by the ending of this film. So they blow up that room full of gas, and
Right,
then
ether
like I
and
know
all that.
Loomis is dead. He got stabbed and he blew up, and Michael blew up. But then it just cuts to like a completely different character in a fire suit coming out of that room. Now, was he in that room in the fire-resistant suit?
He could have been. He slipped it on right before Loomis lit that lighter.
Yeah, he must have been hiding from Michael Myers.
Yes.
And like just hiding. He's like, oh no, they're gonna blow up the room. Let me put my fire-resistant suit on.
Yeah, and then he grabbed his mask and threw it on his head before the fire hit him.
Yeah.
I don't have he had a bodysuit but no protection for his head.
Yeah.
I put it on.
That's what got him in the end, because he was definitely wearing a very thick fire-resistant suit that looks nothing like Michael Myers.
Ben Tramer should have got one of those.
Yeah, and he tries to make his way down the hallway and he collapses. Now, what he should have done is he could have just burst through the wall to the left, because when you look after the explosion, the whole wall moves a little bit. And then you see pieces of board propping up the other wall as if it were a set, and the camera caught the set moving after the explosion, revealing a set. But maybe that's just the way the hospital is.
Could be.
So very, very confusing. Michael Loomis died. They cut to that weird third guy in the fire suit falling over.
I don't know.
It's very bizarre. And then Dana Carvey shows up.
Wow, right.
Real quick, I love when Loomis turns Australian for about 2 seconds, and he's like, "Go now, now!"
Oh my God.
Yeah, now.
You know what he should have done, though? The guy in the fire suit should have found that, like, therapeutic bathtub that they're trying to fuck in earlier.
Like got Penelope Ann Miller in the Relic.
How does Pamela Susan Shoop's poor face get all melted and the Michael's hand's fine?
I was thinking the exact same thing, but...
They should be burnt to a fucking crisp.
Yes.
Oh wait, you're talking about the scalding water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're right
That's
about
like
this.
a bone.
If we factor in Halloween 4, you're right about the second thing.
Yeah.
Or Halloween H2O where he has no burns whatsoever.
Or was it 4 or 5 when they dropped the dynamite on him in the well and he
That was
somehow
4.
survives?
No. 4 is where they shoot him. And then when they did 5, they added the scene of them throwing dynamite.
Right, and then, wow.
What is it with these movies adding something to the previous
Why?
recap?
Oh well, that's like, especially if you're making the sequel where he's not supposed to be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Halloween 2. It's decent, but unnecessary.
It's fine.
You could tell they weren't really into it. Especially John Carpenter. I do love the music.
Oh, the music's
The
great.
music's good. It's like a beefed up version of the first.
Yeah, I love this super synth version of the score. It starts off pretty well with
John was like, "All right, Alan, move over."
it starts off pretty well with you don't know what death is. It's got some moments in it, and they have kept some ideas from this for later movies, even the most recent ones. The Halloween Kills, they used the Haddonfield Memorial Hospital logo from this movie.
Which is cool. And like there's a lot of shots from this that are indicative of the 2018 one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like
and
when he comes back. Well,
also, because Brackett comes back in the Halloween Kills, and they show the flashback of him finding his daughter, and even though if it's not in continuity, like they could still use that footage because, like, well, we have this footage of Brackett and his daughter. Like it doesn't have like he technically would have seen his daughter. So
it's
I like how
powerful scene too.
Yeah, except for look, I love Nancy Keys. Right, that's her name, Nancy Keys. So. It used to be Nancy Loomis, I think. I think she does flick her eyes a little bit in that scene. So, but those could be post-death nerves or whatever.
The twitch, the deathgasms.
So yes, Halloween 2. Led to a big. That's what made Halloween a franchise. Halloween 3 derailed that a little bit, and they brought it back. Would you like to read the back of Halloween H20?
This smart and suspenseful thriller scares up a bone-chilling good time with the original Scream Queen, Jamie Lee Curtis, True Lies, Halloween 1 and 2, and a hot cast of hip, young stars! ! Now, the head mistress of a private school, Laurie Strode Curtis, is still struggling with the horrifying 20-year memories of the
maniacal killer?
Thank you! Maniacal. I don't think I've ever read the word maniacal before. You ever just like see words and you're like, I don't think I've ever seen that word spelled out before. Okay.
No, probably not as often as you.
I read a lot too, okay? I read a lot. I think I read it, like I know what it is, but I don't know how to say it. Like, okay, my brain. Maniacal killer Michael Myers when he suddenly reappears with vengeance! ! And this Halloween, his terror will strike a whole new generation. Laurie's rebellious son, Josh Hartnett, the faculty, his girlfriend, Michelle Williams, TV's Dawson Creek, and the school security guard, LL Cool J, Woo, and BAPS will become Michael's newest victims unless Laurie can conquer her greatest fears and put evil in its place for once and for all. The time has come once again for you to experience the frightening fun of Halloween, the motion picture series that will totally redefine terror. Jamie Lee Curtis, sexy, smart, and stunning.
Ooh.
The Los Angeles Times.
Ooh. So yes, Halloween H20. Now this was a big deal when it came out. Because again, 20th anniversary. Jamie Lee Curtis is back, baby. This is in the post-Scream era. I think Kevin Williamson worked on this. He worked on the story, but he didn't write the script.
But you do see Scream in it.
You do see Scream 2 in it.
I love that.
Fun fact.
Ooh.
Last year, I did a video breaking down the TV cut of this movie, which is a disaster. But in that review, I mentioned that I also watched the work print, which wasn't very different. There were only a few changes in the work print version. One of them was, instead of Scream 2, they're watching So I Married an Axe Murderer starring Mike Myers.
Oh, fuck. I love that. That is a good movie. I like that movie. Yeah. I mean, shit, that's funny.
But here, I'm glad you mentioned Scream 2, because I brought this up a couple times.
Okay.
There's now a horrifying continuity error that breaks this universe.
Oh, no.
Because in Scream 1, they're watching Halloween. But then in Halloween H2O, they're watching Scream 2. So what universe is the canonical Prime universe? It's just the reality would like warp in on itself. How can they both be fictional movies in each other's universe? It doesn't make sense.
Multiverse. It's the multiverse of horror. Holy shit, can we create a multiverse of horror?
I think Halloween has already done it because there's 5 goddamn timelines.
No, but with all the killers, like, yes, I know there's Jason versus Freddy versus Jason, but like.
And if you watch my Freddy's Dead episode, I talked about how that's also a multiverse because the TV show is in its own continuity.
Yes, and I know we did. What is it? What is it called? Cabin in
the Woods.
Thank you.
It's not really a multiverse thing, but it's
no, but it does take. If like all the characters were in, I mean, I know a lot of people hate that film, but I love seeing the cubes and all the monsters.
Why do people hate that film? We'll talk about that another time.
I would love to talk about that movie, but
yes.
I would love to see like how we're doing with all the Marvel and DC shit.
Yeah,
let's do a horror.
Let's do a multiverse horror film.
Yeah.
So Halloween H2O. Now this is the second one put out by Dimension Pictures. You know, our good friends, the Weinsteins. They weren't really thrilled with how Halloween 6 turned out, so I think that's why they kind of threw caution to the wind. They got Jamie Lee Curtis back, but she regrets not being a producer on it. Also, she thought John Carpenter was coming back, and he wasn't. Actually, the director of this, funny enough, was Steve Miner, who did, I believe, Friday the 13th Part 2, and worked on a couple of those films. Yeah, she wanted to come back. She wanted to make sure she actually killed him. And they kind of like screwed her over. They kept saying like, oh, yeah. And there's a great interview with her being like, and then I kept reading, the van goes off the cliff and there's a fire and then it ends. She's like, when am I going to kill him? And they had to make a whole compromise, which I talked about in Halloween Resurrection when I reviewed that movie Dumpster. But yeah, I kind of like this film.
Yeah. What do you mean kind? Really? Interesting.
I've grown to like it less over the years.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's just because over the years, I love Halloween more and more and more. And then I kind of get annoyed with Halloween 2 with the whole sister thing. So this following up on that kind of taints it for me.
So you don't like the universe of this, is what you're saying?
No, but I like the idea of like a survivor coming back, which again, I talked about it last year. I like the 2018 kind of did this idea, but for me, better. For me personally. But no, this was cool to see at the time. And I remember my cousin got to see it before me.
Okay.
And when she came home, I made sure she told me everything that happened in the movie because I couldn't wait. And then I forgot by the time I bought it on VHS or rented it on VHS.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
But yeah, so in this universe, Michael's disappeared. So he also survived the explosion in this universe and has no burns.
Yeah. He's not dead.
No.
He
has no burns.
No.
But also, Dr. Loomis survived the explosion in this universe, and he has died recently because he died in real life. So I think early scripts for this did include 4, 5, and 6 as canon, but they didn't dwell on the events.
You think so?
So I think that's why Loomis being alive, even though he clearly died in the explosion, I feel like that was left over from previous versions of the script. Also, your earrings are screwed up. Now the other ones. Okay. The white sides were showing. So I think little things were left over from that. Because it's like, why have Loomis be alive? Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's like, oh, he died right before the movie started. It's like, really? Because if I'm watching this right after 2, I feel like he died in that big fucking explosion.
But you think it has a little bit of 4, 5, and 6?
I don't think it has. The version we're watching has none.
Yes.
But I think it was written originally to have a little bit of that in there. Now, I'm going to take a little break here. Later this week, and I'm saying it so I have to do it, I will be reviewing a comic book I found that is a sequel to H20, but it actually connects H20 to part 4, 5, and 6. It combines those universes. I found this comic. It's got a hell of an ending, and I will be reviewing that later this week.
But is H20... How? Is it before 4, 5, and 6?
No, H20 is its own thing. But there was a comic that tried to justify it and make it part of the universe, but we're not counting that.
H20 as a continuous?
Yeah, the guy who wrote Halloween 6 wrote a comic to try to combine it with H20. But the film itself is a part 3.
Wait. Do they say how old? Because I want to guess how he did this. Is it how old is Danielle Harris's character? Do they say? Or at least what grade she's in 4?
She's supposed to be, I think she was like 12 or 13, but I think she's playing 8 or 9.
That's what I'm curious. If that's 8 or 9.
Yeah.
And that's supposed to be 10 years.
Yeah.
So she had her kid 2 years after all of that.
Yeah.
This is 20. She had a kid then.
I guess she kept her son and ditched the daughter.
That is the only thing I can think. But
yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
No, anyway, I'm trying to be like, oh, okay, maybe then she had another kid. Look. But he's 17. This is 20 years.
Yeah.
So that's...
It doesn't make sense. Look, I will read the comic and I will do a nice breakdown of it and talk about how they try to connect these universes.
I was going to say, maybe she's just trying to like protect her daughter and say like, oh no, I die. Almost like a, who did that? Which horror film did that? Where they said
This one?
no, where they said, "Oh, I'm gonna pretend like I never existed to save you."
I don't even know.
Or maybe it's not a horror movie. It was
I think that was in a Harry Potter, to be honest.
no, there
I
was.
think there was a Harry Potter movie where she
What am I
erases her
thinking
family.
of? Where the mother's like, "Oh, I said I was dead for all this time to protect you,"
I don't know. It could be any movie.
and then
really.
they went off. It literally could be any movie.
Okay. Back to H20.
Oh yeah, Halloween.
Yeah, so Michael has survived. He is killing Nurse Marion, who's still around from the first two films. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, my co-star from The Dark Knight Rises, plays a young kid in this. He gets sliced up. They have on the porch, I think the previous film, because it was Dimension Pictures, which owned Hellraiser at the time, they put a bunch of nails inside of a pumpkin to be like Pinhead. But in this one of the decorations is the Chatterer demon from
Really?
Hellraiser.
I missed
Yeah,
that. Fuck.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so Michael basically breaks in there, kills those kids, kills Marion to get the information on where Laurie is. Because I guess Dr. Loomis had information on where he knew that Laurie was a headmistress at a school under a different name.
That's very confusing. Why that?
And she faked her death. Yeah, why would he know that? Why would he care? Like,
Yeah.
It'd be better if he didn't know where she was and had no record of it.
Maybe because he's just so obsessed with this case, so he feels as if
Yeah.
he needs to know everything. But I feel like Gloria at this point, she keeps reliving these memories over and over. But for her to trying to escape, was it in California?
Yeah,
they are?
she's in California.
For her to go out like so far away, I don't know.
So far away from when the first movie was in Illinois. I do like the music in this, but it's a mixture of two people's scores.
Yeah.
John Ottman's score, and they decided they didn't want to use a lot of it, so they mixed it with Marco Beltrami, and I think some Scream music is in this.
Really?
John Ottman eventually released his full album, which you can get on Amazon Music. I listened to it, so you get to hear his version of the score. I like the beginning,
that's
though.
cool.
The opening credits, I do think they misspelled Donald Pleasant's name, if I remember right. That's a little rough. But they do the whole credits, but they show like Michael's still been killing for 20 years. They show like all these dead bodies and shit. Like he's still around.
Yeah.
And then they had a voice actor do Donald Pleasant's voice.
A 6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face.
So that was really cool. Then we meet Laurie Strode, who is now Carrie Tate. And I like they gave her the scar and everything. And she's now an alcoholic because she suffered from... and a lot of these ideas get reused later in 2018.
Yes. But you do you can understand though why she is an alcoholic and how she does have the horrific. Because I'm also reading right now the Final Girl survival group. I always mix up the words.
Final Girls
support group or something.
Yeah, support group.
And I just in my head I'm like, wow, like rewatching these, I'm like, the characters in this book really are so relatable and to understand. You watch Jamie Lee Curtis, her character, Laurie Strode, just having to relive this for 20 years. And you're like, shit. Like it happened. It was in this continuity, it happened in what? What did you say? 24 hours?
Yeah, it was like 2 days.
I'll say 48 hours.
Yeah.
And this 48 hours affects her till the day she dies.
Yeah. Speaking of Scream Queens, did you like that the one old lady who works for her is her real life mom, Janet Leigh? When they're leaving the yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was Janet Leigh.
Shit,
and then she even
that.
gets into a car and they play a little bit of the Psycho theme.
How did I miss that? Holy
Crystal,
so
Crystal,
disappointed in
where
myself
can we
right now.
learn more about Psycho?
Oh, Patreon.
Well, yeah, that's where we did the commentary track for the remake, but we reviewed the original Psycho on this channel.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Channel and Patreon.
Yes, and we
I just keep thinking of our freaking commentary of the newer
the
one.
remake, yeah,
Oh
which
my
you did not
God.
like. She had never watched. She went in blind to the Psycho remake. She did not enjoy it.
So angry at that.
So yeah, this is obviously 1997, I think. So you got our hot young teens. We got Michelle Williams, Josh Hartnett. The hot goth girl was really cute. She should have been in more big things. She's in a lot of things, but I liked her. Although the guy she's dating has the biggest nose in the world. I noticed that. But yeah, everyone is going on a trip.
Yep.
And poor John, like John Carpenter, he's not allowed to go because his mom is overprotective.
Yep.
But then she lets him go, but it turns out he wants to stay home and party with his friends. So he's actually going to play hooky and stay at the school.
Because he's also like, he's never really got to celebrate Halloween.
Yeah.
So for this one Halloween that affected Lori so much, she just constantly keeps thinking it's going to happen again on Halloween. Why does she think that, though?
And then, like, I
want to know that.
It is funny that he brings up, he's like, you said you watched him burn. She's like, I didn't stay to see his ashes. And it's like, did no one stay to see his ashes? Because, like, someone, like, there would be a body.
Yeah.
It would be really, it takes
Some
a
type
while.
of bone, like, you would see the teeth, you would have something.
Yeah, and also since Donald, and actually she should be like, well, the fucking doctor lived and he was right at point break or ground zero where the explosion was. So forgive me, I think Michael actually made it. And he's like, well, didn't you see him burn? And she should say, no, I saw a guy who happened to be wearing a fire suit walk out of the same room. I don't know what he was doing there.
Yeah.
What is more disappointing in this film? Michael Myers' mask or Josh Hartnett's hair? And now keep in mind, there are 4 masks in this film. I did a video breaking that down too. I did a little short. So the movie starts, if you don't remember, the movie starts with the Halloween 6 mask.
Yes.
Which they probably just should have used. Yeah. Then they switched to, they did a K and B mask, which is actually in the background here, which is like pure white.
Yes.
K and B did that. That's actually the one you see in like a lot of the trailers and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then they did, I think, the Stan Winston mask, which is the prime mask they use for the whole film, for all the close-ups and whatnot. It is actually funny when Josh Hartnett is like behind the gate and Michael's like, all the wide shots, it's the K and B mask. And then the close-ups, it's the newer one. And then did you notice the CGI mask? So when the big nose guy, after that really drawn out scene where you think he's going to like get his hand chopped up in the garbage.
Yes.
He bumps into Michael and they CGI'd the Stan Winston mask onto the K and B mask and it looks terrible. And it looks even worse when you watch it in 4K.
I was wondering what felt off about that.
Yeah, where he's like,
yeah,
it looks so bizarre.
Really odd, and I couldn't tell why.
That was one of the problems with this film is like, you got to figure out the mask, guys, before you go into this.
Yes,
this is like an important.
How do you not? Like the whole thing is based off that that.
And the fact that there's 4 masks makes it really distracting.
Listen, he had to do some costume changes, so people didn't know.
I do think they show his eyes too much too.
I think they almost do that on purpose to show. Well, no.
He's always doing this.
Is it the same? We'll get to it.
Wait, how does he even have eyes? This is a question for the other films. He was shot in the eyes in part 2. How does he have eyes?
There's a lot of questions.
Yes.
We'll get there.
So,
I didn't have all these questions while watching it, but now I do. Thank you so much, Tony.
Well, it's actually an entertaining film.
I really do like this. I
like her stuff with her boyfriend,
Yes.
Jamie's boyfriend. I like her secret alcoholism. And I like that it builds up to this final battle between her and Michael where she gets to just let loose and beat the shit out of him.
That is what I wanted Halloween Ends to be.
Yeah.
This is I would say a good chunk. What would you say? Would you say like the last third of the movie is
pretty
about
much, yeah.
those two? That is what I wanted Halloween Ends to be.
Did you like his one-armed? When I did the work print of Halloween Resurrections, I realized that wasn't in there. So I think
really?
I think if I remember right, someone was like, "No, you got to put the one-armed thing in there. That's cool as shit." Yeah, that final battle is really cool.
It's real. The whole thing of it's just.
I love LL Cool J's subplot. His subplot's pretty great.
Him. I think
he's trying to write a romantic romantic novel and he's constantly calling his girlfriend. She's giving him notes. And the whole movie you think he's going to get killed. Then he gets shot on accident.
Which is interesting because he was out. Like he was out. And like, sure. At the end it says the bullet grazes
fun
him.
fact, the TV cut of this, he's dead.
Really?
They don't ever show him alive, if I remember right. So
But that is, wait.
Yeah.
But he grabs her. At the tour, it's not like he just randomly shows back up. He helps her get out of that.
No, I think he's dead in that version. I'd have to watch it again.
Then how did she?
That's a good point. I have to watch my video again to see if I'm wrong. Anyway, I like LL Cool J in this. I mean, he was kind of thrown in there because you got to throw a musician in these. They did,
and it's also like it's a comedy relief.
They were doing that a lot because what was it called? The sequel to I Know We Did Last Summer. I think put Brandy in there. They were doing that for a while. They eventually threw a Destiny's Child into a slasher film.
Yep.
But yeah, this film is very 90s.
It's extremely 90s.
It's very 90s, but I think it's pretty well made. I mean, it still has all the issues I have with the other films. Like, oh, look, I could buy that he's just a tough guy in the first one, but after a while, I'm like, how is he so invulnerable to everything? How did he survive the fire? Like,
I mean, if you listen to Loomis, like, I'm sure in the other ones that don't exist in this one, on the fourth, like, he's not human.
Yeah, I guess so.
And I guess if you're kind of already, that is in your head, you're kind of already thinking that he's not human.
I guess so.
That's the only thing I can justify, even though they kill that aspect later.
It's got some decent kills. That girl getting her leg cracked.
Oh my God,
that that hurts to watch.
Yes.
And he slices her up.
I love the kills in this.
Dude, the nurse's neck as she's screaming and the blood pours out. I like poor Joseph Gordon-Levitt gets escaped through the head. You don't see it. You see the aftermath of it.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
I think the kills in this are absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
The suspense between Laurie and Michael, I think, is exactly what is needed.
Mm-hmm.
The long fight scene.
Yeah. And then
this is what should have the last trilogy that has been out should have been. Why they didn't take note on this, I don't.
We'll get to that in a second. But like, I do like where you think the movie is going to end.
Yeah.
You're like, this is how it always ends. I do like that Laurie's like, no, I got to make sure I drive him out. Like, I have to make sure
As if none
I'm
of
the
the
one
other
who did
cops,
it.
though, had guns.
Yeah, that was the funny thing.
But I think at that point, they're just like, I think it was just, the only way I can justify that is that they are so shocked that she's like taking advantage, like, holy fuck, where the hell did she get this guy? Like, what is she doing? She just went through all this trauma. Okay, we're just gonna let this happen. Because you don't see cops chasing her. You don't see this. You're just
that's another thing. They would have chased her. They're like, hey, can we at least escort you? Like,
but I think
just, like, in case you fall off a goddamn hill. I mean, you do hear them at the end, so they weren't too far behind.
They were, and she was like,
so Michael
hardcore driving that.
Yeah,
I think maybe like they were in shock.
Yeah,
I think like, what the? I mean, I'm pretty sure anyone else would be like, what the fuck just happened?
So yeah, it's cool to see her come back, and you do get a satisfying fight, and then you get that wonderful finale where the fucking van pins Michael Myers, and you're like, oh, is she gonna give in? Even though that'd be stupid.
Oh, yes.
And she fucking slices that shit off. And I love the sound effect, the beep from the first one. The theme kicks in. And then she's breathing. And it's really, really good.
Great ending.
The fun fact, the beginning of Resurrection was already planned when they did this.
That's what I wanted to know.
She, in her interview, she wanted to chop his head off. She really wanted to try and kill him, and then eventually they had to cave, and they were like, hey, Mustafa Akkad will not let him die. So she came up with this compromise. She's like, at least make it seem like I killed him in this one, but if there is a sequel, it's revealed that he switched bodies, and then I have to die, and then I'm done. She said, I'm doing one more, and then I'm done, and I'm never coming back to Halloween.
Lies. So I do want to know, though, are those different eyes in the mask?
No, it's the same stunt, man.
I wish, because that's what I was curious, because like you said, they show the eyes a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, they look like the same, because in that scene, you really see the eyes. And I know that's almost like the point.
Yeah. And he looks like he's evil. He's like,
Yeah, like, yeah.
There were some versions of the script where he was going to talk.
Oh, thank God they didn't do that.
He was going to say Laurie. I think I read one where he gets impaled in the heart. And then there was another one, I think, that a helicopter cut him in half. And I guess they were like, well, that's all. The budget's getting a little high. Let's lower that.
But at least change the eyes or something and make it, because there's so many horror films where that actually happens, where you think that's the killer, but they actually switch bodies.
Yeah.
There's a few of those. But you can also see
Valentine.
perfect.
Valentine.
Where you can see like you can see the action of the person in the costume.
It's
You're
a little
this isn't
different.
me. This isn't me. Like you can
Yeah.
see something's off. But that.
Well, of course, in this
adrenaline-
one, they wanted you to think it was Michael Myers.
But the eyes are the same.
I bet you they were hoping, like, please don't make a sequel to this. Please don't make it. And then they did.
But if you already had Resurrection in your brain, you would think you would change the eye. Like, give me.
No, I
give
think
me
it was more
something.
important that they made this feel self-contained. They were not too worried about the sequel. They came up with that compromise, but I don't think they were really banking on it happening. But yeah, it's a feel-good, fun action film. It's fun to
like
watch
it.
1, 2,
Yeah.
and then this. This is way better than 2. It's way more entertaining than 2.
2 is boring to me.
2 is boring.
But I do think 4 is even more boring to me.
4 is a better lead character. Jamie is just kind of in a coma for most of 2. So
Yeah, I know. She's in the hospital.
Here she gets to do stuff. And yeah, and like I said, the seeds in this were planted for Halloween 2018, where they revisit a lot of these ideas. And like I said, I think they did 2018. I like more than this. I feel like it does this idea much better. It gets rid of the brother sister thing, and they have an awesome fight in that one
I don't.
that ends with her killing him. The problem is they made sequels, which we're about to talk about.
I don't remember what I said about the 2018 one, but I don't hate it.
Yeah,
I don't
I like
hate
it.
it.
It's my
Yeah.
favorite of the sequels now.
Really?
Yeah, my count separating part 3.
Yeah.
But no, this one's a good time. This one is a good time. It's pretty stupid. Again, just stick with the original. But if you're
Yeah.
gonna go, if they're out of all the Halloween continuities, this is one of the better ones that
Yeah.
you can end here. And well, obviously it gets even better with Resurrection because
I love Resurrection.
because as we all know, I'm the #1 res tard here, and I love Halloween Resurrection. I was afraid to say that a year ago, and now I don't fucking care. Yeah, so Halloween H20, solid. People always say, oh, that was that one good one. It was that way. Remember that one good one?
Yes.
The one where Jamie came back, that one good one.
Yeah.
And then they did Resurrection. That
Yeah.
goes away. They do the remakes. Those go away.
Yes.
They bring Jamie back for 2018. Talked about that next year. And then they made a sequel. Tim, can you read the back of the box? I assume it'll be shorter.
Here we go. The reality programmers at Dangertainment have selected Rudy, who is Sean Patrick Thomas from Dracula 2000, Bill, Thomas Ian Nicholas from American Pie, and a group of thrill-seeking teenagers to spend one fun-filled night in the childhood home of serial killer Michael Myers. But the planned live broadcast turns deadly when their evening of excitement becomes a night of horror as Michael Myers himself decides to crash the party.
Whoa! They don't mention Jamie Lee Curtis at all in the back there?
Just at the very end, along with a special appearance of Jamie Lee Curtis. Afterthought as hell.
Hello, Michael.
I did a full detailed review of this with Movie Dumpster a few years back. I love this movie. I'm very nostalgic for this film. It's the first one I saw in theaters.
Okay.
As we all know, I'm the #1 res tard. I love it. I got my Trick or Treat motherfucker shirt.
Yes, Busta.
But this is like nostalgic for me because this is when I was using the internet. I was following the production of this.
You were into this. Remember HalloweenFilms.com?
Yes. Yes. I spent a lot of time on that. Bloody Disgusting forums. Back when they had forums. Thank God those things got deleted. Who knows what
That was a
teenage Shoney
mess.
was saying in there. Yeah, and I was following when it was Halloween Homecoming.
Yeah.
Which makes
I
more
kinda remember
sense.
that.
Which makes more sense of a title for this. And before I go any further, there were a lot of deleted scenes. I'm only going to mention like one. There's a lot of deleted scenes and alternate endings for this because they didn't know what the fuck they were doing. I covered that a few years back. I did the breakdown of both work prints of this film, and I go all into the deleted scenes. Yeah, because there were very different kills. They actually spiced up the kills in the theatrical version because the kills were a little too tame in the other one.
Okay.
But yeah, Halloween Resurrection. I love it. It's so stupid. Well, all right, what do you guys think of like the beginning is like its own movie with Jamie Lee Curtis?
Yes.
Yeah.
How did you feel about the fake out with like it was a paramedic?
Total ass. I think
Really?
that was just not that great. I think it is extremely far-fetched. She goes down way too easily on the rooftop, in my opinion. And yeah, I mean, there's some good things about this movie. I think Busta Rhymes rules, but as far as like how the movie starts, I don't know, man. You were buying that even back in the day. You were cool with it.
Yeah, I kind of assumed that she wasn't going to be in the whole movie. Well, I remember originally I was like, oh, she'll probably like come back to save the kids at the end.
Oh, that would have been great, actually.
That would have been fun.
But then when I realized like she wasn't doing any press for the movie, and I was like, oh, never mind, she's not doing shit at the end.
Yeah, and she got the, she got her kiss in. And,
Ew.
Yeah, I'll
Why?
see you in hell.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, fucking Michael Corleone kissed Fredo before he had him killed, and they were brothers.
The kiss of death.
Casey, as someone who has played Laurie Strode, what did you think of Laurie Strode's
Oh my God,
final
you did.
encounter?
I didn't like her final encounter.
Oh, what did you think about the fake out?
No, I thought the kiss was weird.
Yeah, what did you think about the fake out of the H2O where it wasn't really him at the end?
I think that got me at the time.
Yeah.
When I didn't know. It did get me.
Yeah, you didn't think this final fight on the rooftop was good with her Looney Tunes Elmer Fudd trap?
Yeah, I was like, how did she have time to do that?
It was there was a lot of holes in her plan.
Yeah. But you know who I do love?
Tell me.
The creepy
I was gonna say I like that part.
the creepy mental asylum guy who I have the mask of there.
That's so cool.
Speaking of nostalgia, so that is the Halloween Resurrection mask based off the mold. I got that in 2002 from Cinema Secrets.
Oh my God.
I got my parents to get it to me because I was super into it. I like the Resurrection mask. All right, people don't like the Resurrection mask. They think his eyebrows are too dark.
It's the brows.
I really like this Michael. I don't understand why he colored his around his eyes. No, around his eyes.
His eyes.
It's like he's
They
a
made his eye-
character at a
It's like
Halloween
shadow,
event.
or-
They put black around his eyes to cover up the.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah, that was
criticism.
weird.
Well, look. Well, one, it could be criticism from Halloween H2O because they showed his eyes a little too much.
Right.
Two, look, at least they picked a mask and stuck with it, unlike H2O, where his mask literally changes in between camera cuts.
True.
And his CGI at one point.
True.
So at least they did that. Yeah, he looks like a little done up. He's got his eye.
Like he didn't take the time to
Those
put.
drawn eyebrows.
Well, you know what's
makeup
funny?
around his eyes.
It is funny he's doing the black makeup. That's like what superheroes do. Like Batman does the eye makeup.
Yeah.
Look, Batman Begins came out 2 years later. Maybe he was auditioning when he wasn't killing people.
Damn, that's
I
2
think it's
years
sick
later?
in the beginning. He just comes through the door.
Oh yeah, that was weird. Like, he does that in Halloween too, where he just walks through the glass.
This is where he does a ton of the one-up pull-ups, one-arm
Oh,
pull-ups.
I think they add. If
That's
I remember my
fun.
work print, because when he kills those guys in the beginning, it wasn't as gory as it. Like he doesn't decapitate them or anything.
Right.
I think they added the shot of the one arm thing because it was used in all the trailers for
That is
H2O.
goals.
So yeah, that's my original one. But a few years back, when I was still at Screenwave, we bought a bunch of props, and someone I think Justin showed me that clown mask, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I know that mask from something. I know that mask from. What is that mask from? And I'm like Googling. I sent it to my friend Anthony. He's like, that's from Halloween Resurrection. I'm like, I knew it. I'm like, oh my God, I got the crazy guy's clown mask from Halloween Resurrection.
So awesome.
I did dig the crazy guy too. The spurting off
Yeah.
the facts.
That was
and,
fun.
It's a good right into title, right?
But yeah, it's weird that none of this plays in with the rest of the movie.
Right.
Nah.
I think Movie Dumpster told me that it's implied that there's like a year-long jump in between. Like this opening and then the rest of the film.
I can't remember if there
I
were
don't
words.
All I know is if you do watch my work print cut, they explain how Michael gets that cool sports car.
Oh yeah.
You want to know how he gets his cool red sports car?
Yes.
How?
A girl is having relations with a man in the woods near the mental asylum.
Okay.
That's where you do that.
All right.
And Michael decides not to kill them, and he steals the car. And then she reveals that the guy she's with is not her boyfriend, but Michael stole her boyfriend's car that she was stealing to cheat on her boyfriend.
Great.
So yeah, because that is like a weird element in this film. They constantly show the sports car.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I get that's Michael's car. Why is it so, where did he get this? And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, that's just like a leftover thing.
Okay.
So yeah, then we get a fun setup here because it's like, all right, well, Michael's run out of family members except for Josh Hartnett, but they weren't getting him back.
No.
They have a picture of him and Jamie Lee
Yeah.
Curtis.
Especially not with those bangs.
Josh Hartnett from Trap. Did any of you see
Still
Trap?
haven't seen it. We were going to see it, my sister and me.
and then it's not in theaters. It was in for like a week.
Oh, I rented it with my sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Speaking of my sister, she asked me to be her maid of honor while we were watching this movie.
Oh,
Yeah, I saw the Instagram story. I'm like, ended up watching Halloween Resurrection.
Good memories
That-
now.
I'm
On
just-
Friday the 13th.
I'm just picturing you watching and be like, that's how Jamie Lee Curtis like, oh, that's so stupid. Yeah, I'll be your maid of honor.
So
That's awesome.
special.
Again, it's a very special movie to all of us.
yeah.
Yeah, the whole Jamie Lee Curtis thing, they just did that so they could have her in the teaser. It had nothing to do with the rest of them.
Kill her off.
I do love the setup that they're filming a reality TV show.
It is just so of the time, dude.
It is of the time, but also kind of like, because it's on the internet.
Yeah.
And like everyone knows that, last year I got real into that live show, Fish Tank.
Yeah.
Fish Tank Live. I had
Fish
the
Tank, yeah.
winner. I had the winner of season 1 on my show afterwards because I was a meme.
Whoa.
Because I bought her shirt when I was still fatter than I am now.
Yeah.
And a bunch of guys who were also heavyset took pictures. Everyone, Josie will probably like delete the internet because all these fucking weirdos like her. I'm like, she actually came on my show. But yeah, this actually, it's funny. I'm watching Fish Tank. I'm like, wow, Halloween Resurrection predicted it.
Man, this is deep for you, man. You
It
love
is.
this.
It is. And and Busta Rhymes. That's because around this time, they're like, we have to have one rap guy.
Yeah.
Last time it was LL Cool J. Now we got to get Busta Rhymes.
My God.
And Tyra Banks.
Yeah, Tyra Banks.
Tyra
That's
Banks,
what
yeah.
sold me the
Yeah.
first when I first saw it.
Yes, they're
Her on
doing
the
the reality
cover.
show. And then they have the main girl, Bianca, she's played by Bianca something, I forget her full name. And Katie Sackhoff, a very early Katie Sackhoff, who ended up
Is that the blonde?
Yes.
I love her. She has a YouTube channel, by the way.
Yes.
She does a reaction video of the movie.
Oh, I got to
and
see
it's
that.
so good.
Yeah,
I gotta see
I
that.
She's
really
great.
liked her reaction video.
You watched it? I
Yeah.
loved it.
Damn, I gotta watch that.
It is refresh. The actress Tina from Halloween 5 needs to do this. It's refreshing when the worst character
Yes.
in a film
Yeah.
will admit it and go through their
Yeah.
performance.
Yeah.
I did like where she said that wasn't my bra that they showed. That was like a
I
body
know.
double. Yeah.
That's and she did most of the final girl screams.
Yes, because Bianca couldn't scream or something. There was like
Yep.
something wrong with her throat.
And there was a great part where she's like, I was in my Alicia Silverstone phase. Like I was doing all her different facial
Yo.
expressions. It's great. That's highly recommend.
And
So it's a fun setup. I know it's stupid, but it's a fun setup. The Myers house has cameras and they all
Yeah.
have webcams. And Michael actually shows up. That beginning is weird though when he kills the cameraman and the tripod has a big
Oh,
spike
yeah.
on it for no reason.
For why? Like, makes no
That's
sense.
so annoying. Tyra Banks just making her coffee.
Yeah, dancing.
You know who's in this too? Our boy is in this from Smart House and Luck of the
I know,
Irish.
Ryan Merriman.
That's our boy from that's our
Yes.
Disney Channel original movies,
okay.
Tony.
When we saw it, like when I rewatched it, I totally forgot he was in this. That was such
Which
a
one does
treat.
he play?
He's
The guy on the computer.
Oh,
who's in love with her.
Deckard, yeah. Deckard is in multiple Disney Channel original movies.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And
Deckard?
Final Destination 3.
There you have it.
We're gonna get back to Final Destination
Okay.
at some point. Deckard, Blade Runner reference.
Yeah.
I like him and his friend dress up as the Pulp
Yeah,
Fiction.
Yeah.
I love that too. I love that too.
Yeah, Deckard. I'm going to talk about Deckard in a bit.
Cool.
I said I wouldn't talk about too many deleted scenes, but there's a few I need to talk about. But well, I forgot to mention the director of this film is Rick Rosenthal, who directed Halloween 2. So, I mean, who are
really?
you? Yeah.
Oh.
So,
brought him-
John Carpenter
I didn't know
makes
that.
Halloween.
Brought him
Everyone
back.
loved it. And they got this guy to do the follow-up. H2Go comes out. Everyone loves it. And they got the same guy to do the follow-up. He should have done Halloween Kills. That's all I'm saying. He should have brought him. He knows how to make a good sequel. Because everyone loves Halloween Resurrection. And it's everyone's favorite. The kills in this are pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
American Pie kid gets
Yeah.
a knife in the head.
That's also the dude from what, Rookie of the Year?
Rookie
Yes.
of the Year.
Yeah, which my good friend Doug, Nostalgia Critic, just reviewed recently.
Okay, cool.
What's great? Katie Sackhoff gets her head cut off.
Yeah, that was a good.
I do like that Michael has been living under his house for 20 years.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Eating rats.
Ew.
Which we made a joke about in our short where Dr. Loomis
Yes.
goes, he eats rats. Because we were like referencing all the sequels. Yeah, so that's pretty funny. Why wouldn't he just sleep in the house? It looks like no one goes there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's goofy, like you said. It's goofy. And I love the twist where Freddy Busta Rhymes is planning all of this, but then it all goes awry when Michael shows up. The best scene in Halloween history is Busta Rhymes dresses Michael Myers yelling
Yes.
at
Yeah.
Michael
Yes.
Myers.
I said, what you looking at me like that for? Huh? You don't get it? You don't get it?
Yes.
And Michael Myers,
him on the head.
Michael Myers is so out of his element.
Yeah.
He stalks white girls and oblivious dudes. He was not ready for a sassy black guy. He was like, I don't know what to do. I gotta walk away.
He was sort of like so confused.
And that's why I'm glad, because like, you know, all these movies, they try to tell us that Jamie Lee Curtis can kill Michael.
No.
Like, oh, Dr. Loomis, that old guy will be able to take him. I'm like, no. Busta Rhymes.
Yes.
Busta Rhymes is the only one who can stop Michael Myers. And we'll talk about Halloween Ends, biggest missed opportunity. He should have came back as a new character.
He needed to. Anything to save that movie.
Jamie Lee Curtis is like, I can't stop Michael. And he comes in, he's like, I got this one.
Starts doing kung fu and
Kung fu.
spinning is like, yeah.
What did you guys think of the kung fu?
Loved it.
He liked it.
I loved it. Give me more Busta Rhymes kung fu. Give me scissor kicks. Give me bow staffs or 2x4s or whatever.
Well, I'm glad you said give me more kung fu.
Yeah.
Casey, this movie was saved. They saved this in reshoots. Because do you know what the original ending was?
Okay. I know where he's going.
So you know Deckard, the character who's been helping her the whole movie, getting her out of these situations through the text. I do like that he's watching it by himself and more people show up in the room.
He became the life of the party.
Yeah. So on the page, on a script, this probably seems like a good idea. Like, hey, this guy's been helping her virtually, should come in at the end and show up and save her. And they shot that. The original ending is Deckard coming in and saving her from Michael when they're in the shed and everything's on fire. Looks good on the page, right?
Yeah.
Thank God someone watched that and went, what the? No. Get Busta Rhymes. He's doing more kung fu. We're ending this movie. He's going to do kung fu and he's going to electrocute Michael Myers' balls.
In the balls.
In the balls. But the funny part is when you watch it, when the door gets cut down or kicked down, you still see Deckard. Deckard is the one.
Yeah, you can see.
So if you like freeze frame it, it's Deckard, and then it cuts and it's Busta Rhymes.
Awesome. I need to rewatch that.
So I mean, it's stupid if you were to write the movie like that, it'd be stupid. You're like, obviously Deckard should save her, and then there's like a little romance because they shot.
Do they even get together? Like, do they?
There were multiple endings where it's like when he was the one to save her. There were some endings where they were implied they were going to have a romance. But again, some hero saved the film, and they went, no. He's coming in. He's going to say trick or treat, motherfucker.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
And we're going to put it in every trailer.
I was waiting for that moment, and then he pretends to die.
Yeah.
Like, you think he dies. And I'm like, oh, I'm pretty sure he has a quote. I don't know. And then finally, so it ruined it. It spoiled it for my sister.
Oh, man. I'm sure she was on the edge of her seat wondering if Busta Rhymes was going to come back and sing.
Between Trick or Treat Motherfucker, let's get some, what does he say? Dangertainment up in your ass or something? Something like that.
Let the Dangertainment begin.
Yeah, just so good. Like,
you're not Michael Myers. I'm Michael Myers. It's how can anyone hate this? It's too stupid to hate.
Show.
Although it was funny, they asked John Carpenter when he was doing promotion for Ends, if he had watched the other sequels that he wasn't involved with, and he mentioned Halloween Resurrection.
Oh my God.
He's like, I watched the one where there were cameras in the house.
Yeah.
And then the guy at the end has a speech about violence, and I thought it was awful. And for me, I think that's just John Carpenter being jealous.
Yeah, John Carpenter pretty much hates all the. I think he hates Halloween 2. He hates all. Yeah,
which he wrote, but he admits it sucks.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure he likes the new 3 because they let them do music with the son. But I think he was just jealous because obviously the first one's the best, but Resurrection is clearly the best one after the first one.
Okay,
obviously. Tony. John Carpenter watched it. He's like, that should have been the sequel the whole time. Why didn't I think about that?
He's like, this is Hollywood.
Reality show, message about violence at the end.
Oh my God, dude.
It's great, guys. It's great. But I do want to say, Scream Factory, who I was praising earlier, they released the first 5 individually, right? And everyone's like, all right, well, when are they doing H20, Curse of Michael Myers, and Resurrection? I'm guessing Halloween 5 or 3 didn't sell well.
Yep.
So those sons of bitches, the only way you can get Halloween H20 is if they packaged it with 6 and Resurrection, which people don't like. I'm like, oh, you jerks.
Smart.
You jerk.
Smart.
Most people aren't going to buy. I mean, I would buy 5 copies of Resurrection.
Yeah.
But most people probably wouldn't. I'm like, oh, you jerks. I got to buy this box set.
Yep. They got you, Tony.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, why do you think it's the greatest movie ever?
Well, I know why. For you, man, this is obviously super nostalgic. The first one you saw in theaters.
Yeah.
This movie means the sequel means a lot to you.
Yeah.
And I love the passion.
And to be honest, where the series was at that point, it's like, I don't know, how much damage are we doing? Who gives a shit?
Yeah, that's true. We're really late in it. But yeah, man, I mean, there's some great moments in this.
Yeah.
It's very silly.
What's your favorite part of this film?
My favorite part.
How much time you got?
I know. I'm glad Brian Merriman was in it.
All right, well, that was good.
No.
Yeah.
Were you guys let down that they didn't show Tyra Banks' death scene?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I talk about it in the work print cut. It's a letdown. He just chokes her and she's like, and I'm like, all right, it is weird because they showed, when they were promoting the movie, there were so many pictures of Michael leaning behind her.
Yeah.
And for years, I'm like, I need to see this. It's not, a lot of the deleted scenes are still not on official releases. You can watch my video. But I'm like, I'm finally going to see the Tyra Banks death scene. And I went, oh.
You're like,
that sucked.
Damn, that sucks.
They probably couldn't get her back for a reshoot. And they were like, just cut out the whole scene.
That's boring.
I wasn't a fan of, oh God, I just forgot what I was going to say. Totally just forgot.
You weren't?
Oh, I wasn't a fan of the final girl.
Oh, you didn't like her?
She didn't do it
she
for
doesn't
me.
work as a final girl, really. I like that actress. I've seen her in all their stuff. But yeah, she was a weak final girl.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
I definitely didn't care.
I feel bad for
Doesn't he like Busta Rhymes like carry her on his shoulder and then he like turns back around? She's just
Happy
hanging
fucking
there.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Dude. Man, this Tony fucking loves this movie. And
actually,
I'm about it.
Thank God they added that scene where Michael's at the morgue and he wakes up again.
Yeah.
But she technically,
oh yeah,
the one ending, she technically would have been the one to canonically kill him because she shoves an axe in his face.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie Lee Curtis wasn't even able to do that.
Nope.
So that would have been a letdown.
But she was able to jerry rig a trap up on her roof.
Busta Rhymes killing Michael, all on board with. This girl killing Michael, I'm like, nah, cut that scene out. Cut that scene out.
Michael Myers is a killer shark.
Hi everyone, future Tony interrupting the video. If you, for some reason, were not very into Halloween Resurrection, 1, what's wrong with you? It's awesome. 2, there actually is another follow-up to Halloween H20, and I actually covered it last year in a video. Check out my video, Are Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers, and H20 Connected? I covered a series of comic books that, as you guessed, connect H20 with 4, 5, and 6, but they also have a different version of what happens after Halloween H20. And there is a huge surprise twist that I think you would really, really enjoy. So go back and check out that old video.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out our other videos and Patreon page.
Talking about tapes.